Right, welcome back everyone. Again, I do apologise, but I do need to make it so it's showing for YouTubers as well. Like Twitch and Kick, absolutely fine. They have like disconnection protection. For some reason YouTube doesn't, even though I use the same thing and plug-in for them all, so you know, it's what it is. I've just made some food, so I will be a bit quieter whilst I eat. Hope you do appreciate. Again, this one's $305 for first, which will probably be like 700-ish or so, I reckon, if we were to win. Nicole11, thanks for the follow over on Kick. I hope you're not a bot who's trying to sell me graphics, because most girls' names with a number after it is a bot trying to sell me graphics. So I hope that's not you, but if it is you, you're the worst. If it's not you, you're the best. Oh, Jack. Just have 2 aces then, will you? Yeah, we're gonna go back in that one. I can't go in with this. 2-8. So one's gonna rip anyway, so I just don't want to waste my blinds, I don't think. Or do I have to call here? Check. Don't bet now that I have an 8. Don't bet now that I've got 8, man. Check. Let's win with 2-8. Oh, they have a better. I think we're going to have to rifle this one off. We've just squeezed and got called. Luckily we didn't have to rifle it off. God, eating something with a fork whilst playing games is horrible. The weirdest thing as well is when it comes to eating, I'm pretty good at eating with like both left and right hand and stuff. But when it comes to just singularly having a fork in either hand, my left hand just stops working, but I can eat really easily with a knife in right, fork in left. I mean, I'm not thrilled by this prospect. Hold. God, the amount of queens on the river that are getting me recently is also quite frustrating. It seems to be queens that fuck me the most on the river. So we're out of that one, which is unfortunate. I thought that would have been fun to try and get after some big bounties. I see bet's small, so I can check call. We're under gun +1, so I don't expect him to have many 7x really. Half pot. I feel like quite a lot of King X wants to raise me pre. King 8. Fucking hell. Oh, that's so sick. How on earth? How on earth did they jam Jack 3 suited and fucking bink 3 jacks? It was outrageous how bad that jam is. It's such a bad jam. I think. I always have to preface everything with a I think that's shit. Like, Jack's not a good high card. Yes, you're suited, but oh, that's a bad board for me. That's a bad board for me. Ugh, now I have to call. Now I have to call. How the fuck do I fold, eh? How the fuck do I fold, eh? Come on, let's double with jacks. Let's double with jacks. Let's get our money back. Oh my god, they've got threes. Oh, you are fucking me. Gives a jack, man. Oh. What a time to get literally like 7 off the money. What a time to get 2 outed there. That is so sick. That is so sick. We just got busted out of the 22 whatever as well. I think we check this one. Hello, Mikey Marbus. I hope I pronounced the name right. Thank you for coming, stopping by, and chatting. I appreciate it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Did they flat as well and I jammed? That is... Oh, that is... we got $10.57 from that then. God, that is pretty sick as well. 2 real sick uns just then. I think we're going to have to check raise this one. Wow, they're betting it big as well. So we don't really get to check raise it as much now. Ace 8 offsuit. I just can't believe we just busted jacks versus threes there. It's what an absolute 7 off the money. It's so rough. Person jams in jack 3 suited as well on the button versus big blind. Jack 3 suited and just binks 2 jacks. Like, it's my time to go, isn't it? My time to bloody well go. That's interesting. Thingy here just open rips 30 big blinds with ace queen and gets called by ace 5. Pretty interesting. I think we just rip here, I think. SPR's like just about 1. We've got 2 overs. Where you from, Mikey? I recognize "hoi" as a greeting, but I have blanking on the place it comes from. Asian. I was terrified then that Attitude had just slow played aces or something. But they're quite the crush fest, if I remember correctly. I think this one is as well, if I remember. They're probably all pretty crush fests, crushes. So I'm glad the YouTube stream's back up and running. Mikey, please leave a like on the stream if you can do. If you are enjoying, it does help me out loads. Subscribe if you're not as well. I'm not sure. The list of subscribers doesn't tell me all the time who's subscribed to me. So subscribe if you want to. If you've got Twitch or Kick as well, the links are in the description. If you do happen to have one of those channels, please do go and follow me on there, because I'm getting pretty close to being able to get monetized and paid to stream, so that'd be lovely for me. And as I always say, if I start making a decent amount in from that, we'll start doing some giveaways and stuff. So win, 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 win. Winning for everyone. Pretty fantastic spot for jacks, to be honest. Whether it is fantastic after the hand ends, that's another question. How do they both hit aces every time, man? That's sad. What a sad way to go as well. It does blow my mind the amount of times that happens, Not very likely chance. But hey ho. Oh, sick, Mikey. I know Holland a bit. I have, how do I describe this relationship? So my dad, his partner, not my mum, the partner, her mum is Dutch, and a lot of her family live near Leerdam. And I do go there. Well, I haven't been there for a while actually, but I used to go there quite frequently, like once a year. That's not that far from Amsterdam, it's about an hour on the train. Bowls 3-1. Just to advise, there's a slight chance that on Kick you might not be able to get the commands, because I don't know if I've set them up properly for Kick. But I think they work on Twitch and that, so let me do one. Let me pop it up in the chat for you. Let me do it, because I think it'll just pop up. If I do that, there you are. But yeah, nothing really going on in there at the moment, just so you know. I am just going to try and build a community there, just slowly and that. where we're going to probably focus like giveaways and stuff there. I think we're just going to raise and get this one in with 2 overs and an open ender. Yeah. I mean, I'm vegan now, but I used to love all Dutch delicacies. It's a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame to be up against Queens there as well. I think we'll take that spot every time. Yeah, I used to love frikadelle specials, bitterballen. Oh, I used to love bitterballen, man. I wish they'd make a vegan version of bitterballen. That stuff is fantastic. Don't tell me what the meat was, because I'm not sure at all. Didn't really know what a frikadelle what meat that was either. I got told it was horse once, but who knows. Oh, and bloody stroopwafels. Oh my god, man. Like, Starbucks and stuff, like, tried to bring them over here, but they put caramel in, don't put proper apple stroop. And that stuff is just so fucking good. And some of them still are vegan as well, which is fantastic. But, like, I just love stroop as well. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not sure, but I guess you can correct me there as well. But yeah, stroop waffles are just unreal of a thing to eat. You guys do food pretty well. I mean, I don't know how well it translates to vegan though, to be honest. It's always felt like a bit of a struggle when I've gone to like more rural places. I think we are going to go set mining with 5s here. So get your hard hats on, everyone. Get your lanterns out. We're going mining. We're probably just going to have to check fold this though. But yeah, we were deep enough to have a go, I think. I mean, I'd love to continue, but I just would kind of hate life if I got the 5 of clubs, you know. But I think they are supposed to raise a lot of offsuit stuff as well, but I feel like it just gets into a bit of a dicey situation, doesn't it? But yeah, it is chilling out right now, the stream. We have only got the 3 games going now because we've just managed to bust loads of stuff all at the same time. where are we then? So nobody knows what's in the freaking hell. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Alright, so we're gonna call this. We're gonna probably call this off, to be honest, with a pair and a flush draw. Stroop Waffle. I thought you said VAF. V's. Am I just getting it all wrong? I feel like we're just gonna jam here. I feel like they're gonna check back way too much. Bitter ball. That's so they're like the bowls, the crunchy bowls with the like mincemeat inside. Oh my god, they're so good. There's always this like sick go-karting place and like play place where we'd just get those. It's just, oh, they're so good, man. Yeah, I wish they made a vegan version of that. We're going to do so much limping against a massive stack. I'm very good at getting sat next to a massive stack on the left-hand side of me in bounty tournaments, in the 55s. Not in like the lower level ones. It's always the 55s where we have to battle the hardest. We are got so little of this. It's unreal. They have so much of this. Oh, we're getting lured in now, aren't we? We're going to be checking, I think. And then I guess we go for one, and then fold to a raise. I feel like I kind of need to bet this one's quite large. There is $634 for first place, but that is not including bounties. So if you were to include bounties, you can normally double. And so that's going to be like 1,200 maybe, if we were to go the distance. Again, just a friendly reminder, if you are watching on YouTube and you are enjoying, please do drop a like on there. The stream cut out for a second due to like an internet issue, and the stream restarted, so I haven't got as many likes on there now. I know, it's a tragedy, isn't it? It's an absolute tragedy. But yeah, if you can do, that would appreciate that quite a lot. This always happens when I'm multi-way and I've got a set. I bet they call and then the flush completes. Oh, that is pretty fucking good though. I think we're going to be able to get quite a lot of value here, I think. Go for the overbet. Just get absolutely snapped off as well by King Queen with the Queen of Spades. That is such a good hand to call with as well. That's so sick. That is so sick. So 7x, very good for big blinds range. So even if I had a full house with queens right now, I would check, like, just to put it in perspective, we'd be checking pretty much everything. I guess it's going to be check or big bet, but I just find that people love punting off usually if you do check it. We've got enough showdown value, I believe, with ace king. I don't think we need to bet or anything. It's getting a bit worse, to be honest. 8-5, 10-8 has now got a straight. Jack 5 no good though. Fuck right off, Mikey. Where do you get that? But you're in Amsterdam. I think you have to remember you're in Amsterdam. And as soon as you go anywhere else, no one knows what vegan is. In Holland, it seems. In Netherlands, sorry. Mikey, can you let me know where it is that I can get that though? If whenever I could go back to Amsterdam, if you can let me know, I would appreciate that. So this one's got quite spicy. We bet sort of big on the flop. They called. We're probably gonna have to check a lot here. Whew. And then they're probably going to bet. We're going to have to call. King 10. Jack 8 suited, and it would only be hearts. Be like the 9 of spades. Cool, ace queen. Ace queen they called it. Ace queen. No spade. Ace queen of clubs. They called that size bet. That is something. I used a polarizing bet as well. I guess that means like bullshit on nothing though. I'm not going to defend king 2 when they cover me. It just doesn't seem like I need to. Hey, babe. That is just my partner just came in and spooked me. Oh, she's just let a massive daddy long legs in. Is that in Amsterdam then, Mikey? So small blind's gonna have quite a bit of Queen X, quite a bit of Broadways. Oh, the supermarket. Yeah, I've been there. I don't think we've got anything to be check raised on really, so I guess we can bet here. We're not that arsed if someone raises and we fold and we just take it down like we just did there, which is alright. Have you tried it, Mikey? Is it any good? That's the next question, isn't it? Is it super processed as well? I'm trying not to eat as many like processed vegan things anymore. I think the most processed thing I have now is soy mince. But that's not really that processed or anything, to be honest. But that's the most processed thing I eat now. I tried to cut out all like the sausages and all that stuff. But I don't even know if processed vegan stuff, like if anyone knows in chat if processed vegan stuff is as bad for you as processed meats, because processed meat is listed as a carcinogen, but I don't know if any of the ingredients in like processed vegan stuff is, but do let me know if you know. I think we still call here, like Jack 10 does play alright, it's got some reversed implied odds, but I think we still want to play this one. Just busted 22 on Poker King. We went after a bounty and ran into a big stack who had kings, which was very unfortunate. So we just got the 2 games left now, everyone. So, God, they're making it very cheap for me to draw to this open-ender. I honestly do not know how I fold yet to this price. It's such a good price. It's like they know what I've got here. It's very unfortunate to miss, but it definitely gave us a good price for it, so. And you just check it back as well. Feels a bit wimpy to me, but I mean it is a squeeze pot and I've called twice. But they bet small twice as well. Seems a bit wimpy when you've kept my range pretty wide. Like by betting small, they've kept my range wide. Like wide enough that I've got 2 unders and an open ender. Thanks for the good luck, Mikey. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. We're limping here just because of this 1 big blind stack. Jack 8 offsuit, you know, not great, but kind of want to V-pip quite a lot. If you don't know what V-pip means, it means voluntary put in pot. That means that I want to just put some chips in the pot. But I kind of want to, you know, at the end of the day, it's a $7.50 bounty. I do want to have that in my bank. So when it's so little, kind of feel like we just have to jam 5s. They're gonna raise pretty wide. I guess we're just gonna flat this. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna flat. So we lose to Queen, Jack, Queens, Jacks. I mean, it'd be for them to raise Jack Deuce or Jack 5. I mean, to have Jack 5 is pretty sick. I think we just jam in here. If we're beat, we're beat. We could double up big time if they have a Jack. If they've got like Ace Jack, I just don't think they're gonna fold there ever. We just end up getting a scoop in a big old pot there as well, so good stuff. Right, everyone, just going to go on break. I'll be back very soon. Right, welcome back everyone. So here, well, we have to wait for this person to come back. Yeah, so here they do have to be a bit tighter because, but they're not raising into me, so maybe we do get to 3-bet them because they're kind of raising into them who they cover, not by much, but I think it does mean that their range is going to be a tiny bit wider. But yeah, as I say everyone, we're on the final couple games of the day, so it's going to be a bit slower with commentary really, because there's not going to be as much going on. So, but we are getting close, you know, to the money and some fun stuff going on here potentially. I mean, we're in 6th. We've got a load of chips on this table. We can start opening up pretty wide, so. Definitely a good spot. To say that we've got 2 games left, it's a pretty good spot because I'm going to be able to talk about lots of different things, because 10-8, not an open usually from here, but I cover them by quite a bit. This is the only player I have to worry about loads. So I just get to open a bit more like I'm opening from the cutoff and button, which is the benefit of being a big stack in a bounty. You just get to open just pretty stupidly wide. I can't go so stupid with this stack size compared to everybody else's, but I can definitely open up a bit more. So I was going to flat if they didn't come along, but King 10 offsuit out of position. You could potentially think about 3-betting it, squeezing it, but both of these ranges are going to have to be really tight, and that's because this stack can call pretty wide, so you have to be really tight to compensate for that. Here we just defended. We can 3-bet this one, but again, same concept really. They're going to have to be tighter by bet when they bet into me. So we're going to raise this one. We don't have to raise it all that much, but I do want to try and get stacks in. I'm going to have quite a few bluffs as well, which would probably continue. Like Queen 10 is definitely a semi-bluff that I would have done that with at some frequency. I won't do it all the time with Queen 10. It's also nice because we block Queen 10 there as well, so it's like such a nice hand to check raise there. Still got an hour to go of this 55 for late registration, which is pretty wild. So we're still going to want some bluffs. King 10 probably wants to bluff more than just flat, I reckon. but they are going to be tight, so we're going to get jammed on quite a lot. So maybe we do call and just see. I think we're probably just going to have to do lots of calling, really. Not a fan of the clubs coming in, but you know, we are going to try and check back twice, I think, and then potentially scoop a bet. We will call this. I mean, they've got all better King X. We don't block any clubs. They could have checked back to realise to hit their clubs. I guess we just fold. They could also have sets as well, so I think we just fold this one. Oh, and the party poker's just gonna fuck us around like it always does. Bear with me. There we are. My table draw look is always something. Like, oh yeah, put me with like one of the other massive stacks. Oh, put another big stack next to me. Oh, put another one there. Not the best draw. So usually stuff like ace-4 likes to 3-bet, but we are just going to call because we want this player in. And it does play well post-flop. Well, obviously depending on the board, but it can flop really, really strong. This one's pretty interesting. 10s are good for out of position. We're probably just going to check. We've got some backdoor equity as well, so. And that is the backdoor equity coming into effect. So we can definitely call a bet when they bet. I don't think there's any argument for raising here though. And just a fold. Didn't get there. See, now I can't open as many hands because this player is going to have position on me, and I do not need that. Jack 7 usually wants to open from about here. A good rule of thumb is to go 5, 6, 7, 8. And that, if you've got a picture card and it's suited with a number, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can call, we can raise, we can do either. We will continue. The price is not the best, but the implications of if we do hit the flush is pretty good. Potentially get $15 bounty. We don't get it. I don't think we're going to be check calling with a 9 either. They're going to be very Ace X heavy. Well, I'm glad they got one of the stacks away from us. Suited kings, pretty much all of them you can call from the small blind. You can raise some as well, but I haven't really looked into which ones to raise all that much, actually. Should probably do that. But then that just opens up a whole new tree of strategy, doesn't it? It's like, oh, now I need to know what to do when I do raise those and go post flop. We're probably just going to fold to a squeeze. Their squeeze should be pretty tight. I mean, King 6, we probably, if we were in position, we would call. I don't know if we call out of position all that often. We do need to remember now that we are getting close to the money, so I'm going to play a little bit like lower variance, I guess. So pocket 8s will probably just flat when it mixes. You can do either flat or raise. Probably will still call a squeeze if that happens. I'm going to be checking. I mean, they're going to have the most threes out of everyone. I think we just followed this one. I hate the bubble spot. Ace King offsuit. If you get ripped on, you have to call. Horrible flip most of the time. So we just flattered King Jack offsuit just because, as I say, I have to take into account this person's range is going to be pretty damn tight right now. And we are playing a 55, so I think people do understand that they have to be like really, really tight. And they could definitely be trapping as well. You have to think about that. Now all we want is like the 10 of hearts. God, they just rip from the big blind. It's pretty weird. That's super duper strong. Thingy's gonna have a really strong hand as well. We can't call. Definitely an odd thing. I kind of think there's a lot of benefits of flatting 4s here. The benefits are there's a potential that these stacks will come along, and if we were to bink a 4, the value of calling and hitting the 4 is just unbelievable. We are going to get squeezed a lot, which is a bit annoying, but you know, on the occasions that we do go post flop and bink a 4, especially if these are in, you know, we cover them, we can get our stack in against these who are going to double us up. It's quite a brave old move. That must be pretty strong, I think, to do that. So I mean, we're going to have to snap off any of these if they were to jam. So I don't have to bet as big now versus attitude here, because I'm going to have a lot of this in my range. So I think I can go smaller. Yeah, we can call a check raise as well if need be. So with 10s specifically, I'm going to want to check back sometimes now, because if I bet again, I kind of strengthen their range up to only being like Jack or Jack plus, really, which I don't really want to do. I want them to have 9x in their range as well. I think we just check. As I say, we've kept 9x in the range, so I don't think we have to bet here. But they have Jack X, which sucks, but that's fine. It's a bit annoying, that one, just because like 10s do have some showdown value there, so I don't really want to bluff it off with 10s, I don't think. I don't think we're going to continue on this one. I mean, there's an argument that there's backdoor flush and a straight draw. But it's not really the best straight draw to go after, because I need a jack and then I need a 10. It's not like it's open-ended or anything. I think we just fold that one. I think we just flat this. It's pretty good board. They're going to be wide. They're going to be wide. And we kind of block kings very heavily. I just don't think we bet though, because I think we're just going to generate some folds, so we kind of want someone else to bet. mean, I just don't know how much we bet. I think we just have to go pretty small. Get called by ace high, I reckon. Ace high is gonna have to call me. Yeah, ace queen, 2 spades. Maybe there's an argument for stabbing on the turn when you don't block any spades. That might be pretty good. Stab on the turn when you don't block spades, because spades probably going to continue anyway. Could have potentially got a bit more value out of this player here. Yeah, I didn't have any spades at all, did I? Oh no, I had... Oh no. No, I had no spades. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump into one of the WCOOP phases, the $5.50 phase. I might jump into the 55 phase as well on Poker King, just to have something else going on, because yeah, I do need to try and get in there before this weekend, so I guess when I've got nothing else to do, I'll jump into that. I've got that mystery bounty thing to play as well, which I've been shying away from. A6 is pretty grim. A6 is pretty grim. I don't know. As if they hit a queen, man, that's so sick. Alright, we're registered into the $55 flight. Do we play the Mystery Bounty Day 1 as well? How many of those do I get? It's a pretty good result when you check back. They're going to barrel this quite a lot as well. They should do. I think we have to just call. Feels a bit gross because of both the flush draws out there. So we limped the cold. We're gonna have a lot of like King X and stuff, so I think we are gonna barrel this one. We do actually have some equity with a gut shot, which I think is pretty nice. I feel like whenever I barrel, just one of the worst cards in the deck pops up, blind versus blind. It's either a flush completer or like bottom pair pairing or one of the middle pairs pairing. So I just have to stop now. And I guess we just block. Or maybe check call. It's just unreal, man. It's absolutely unreal. It's always the card that they have as well. It's quite incredible how that works. Quite the incredible thing. Well, we have a full house. I mean, they do have a lot of 10x. Hola, Aurelio. They do have a lot of 10x here. And other pairs, but I feel like we still have to call 10x. Making some bad decisions right now. Today, Aurelio, it's been pretty good, you know. We won the $11 bounty hunter on Party Poker. So we won about, I forgot how much we won, but it was a decent score. And we've had a few other like reasonable scores. We almost final tabled the Battle Royale, whatever it is, the $11 one on PokerStars. We just ended up losing a pretty sick flip, to be honest. Our ace king versus sevens. Pretty weird spot overall, but we couldn't really do anything about it. Massive pot as well. But we got, yeah, we've had some decent cashes today. We're running way better than we did yesterday. Like, I don't know if you saw, but I just cut the stream off yesterday because I got pretty mad. It's a loss so far. Unfortunately, we are down about 3 grand. About 3 grand, eh? This is such a sick spot. This is the stone bubble, and I'm gonna have to 4-bet rip this. Limp rip. Oh my god, it's ace queen as well. We always lose to ace queen in big moments. Hold it. It's such a big moment. But we're like holding shit like that today, Aurelio. And yesterday I was just losing every single all-in I possibly had. So this one, really good to check back. We are pretty blocked from flushes we can actually have here. Not really much way to get value out there though, usually, especially when the fourth flush card comes out. Yeah, but not great, Aurelio. It's been a bit altogether the series overall, but it's expected. It is expected, especially the level of games that I play and the amount of people that play them. Do have to take that into account. We have been getting lots and lots of deep runs though, so one of them has to be the one at some point, you know. I think we can actually lead this, you know. Do you agree that currently the biggest poker players are in Brazil? What do you mean by biggest, Aurelio? It feels like most of the poker players live in Brazil. Lots of poker players live in Brazil. That's, I think that would be fair to say. Just got a double knockout in the 55. Alright, mate, I believe you. I just managed to knock out Attitude and that other guy, which is someone I wanted to knock out on my list. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, Aurelio. I just feel like there's loads of poker players and loads of people in Brazil are good at poker. You guys have quite a reputation of being nuts or just super aggressive. But from what I've learned about Brazil and why there's so many poker players in Brazil, it makes sense to be a poker player in Brazil because you make way more money than doing regular jobs and shit, even playing like micro stakes and stuff, don't you? So it just makes loads of sense. To the point where I've actually discussed with my partner of potentially moving to Brazil. Like, because all the schedules to play are all like nicer. Like everything's just like nicer to play in Brazil. Like, what time is it there now, Aurelio? Like, what time is it? Because you know it's coming up to 11 p.m. for me. Like, if it's coming up to like 7 p.m., 6 p.m. or whatever for you lot, like, unbelievable. Like, you just have a really nice schedule for the tournaments on like all websites. So yeah, I just think poker's really what's the word, just appealing to Brazilians, isn't it? So but yeah, like your word biggest is a bit ambiguous to me. I'm not sure if you know what ambiguous means. It means a bit like I'm not completely sure what you mean by biggest. But you guys have got a lot of good players. God, these bots are relentless tonight. Absolutely relentless tonight, some of these bots. This is just the $5 phase. I haven't got into the second day of this yet, so I'm trying to. I mean, we got pretty close, Aurelio, didn't we? Like, I'm still kicking myself a little bit. It was the tournament where we made the day 2. And I called Ace Queen in that 3-bet pot on Ace Queen, on Ace King 10 something. And I just don't, like, I feel like I should have just folded at that point, but that was a real close one to like to the biggest score I've ever had, you know. I ran pretty deep. This guy. On Sunday, I don't know if you watched on Sunday, but I ran pretty deep in the $109 moneymaker, and just ran into a couple hands just near the end, and that was potentially going to be a massive score because that was like 60 grand for first. But yeah, was it meant to be? How do I win this? Not gonna win it. GG's. Do really want to get going in one of those phases. Luckily, I managed to make the day 2 with 1 bullet on the $22, but I just haven't been able to get through on the $5.50s. I mean, we could potentially jam to get the bounty here, but I just don't think so. I'm gonna chill out. Oh, how sad I would have got that one. It's just nuts. This player is supposed to have such a wide opening range. So for them to have ace king there is so fucking gross. Yeah, I mean, it only takes one, doesn't it, Aurelio? You know what I mean? Like, as I say, that one I was playing the other day, I could have won that 60 grand. The other one that I went deep in, could have won that for like 12 grand. We were in that other one that we were close to day 2, and we lost ace king versus ace queen when they went runner flush. If I was to have won that hand, I'd have been cruising to the final table, which was like 15, 16 grand or whatever. But you know, all I can do is play the game I'm playing, and eventually something should happen. I don't feel like I get outplayed by anyone or anything like that, which I think is quite nice to feel. Like, I do understand that some people are much better than me, and I do, when I play these 55s, some people are much better than me, and they do some stuff that I just have no idea what they're doing. But I still feel like I hold my own in most of the tournaments. So it's going to be a pretty standard range bet. I want to bet a bit smaller here, because if they've got something like clubs, they might throw us a check raise, which would be pretty phenomenal with a set. But they have absolutely nothing. You know, sometimes when you drink water and it just goes down the wrong bit, that's it. You just witnessed a live almost drowning. But yeah, again, everyone, apologies that it is a little bit slow. I've got just 3 games going now, so if you are watching on YouTube though, and you are enjoying it and you haven't liked already, please do. Helps me out an absolute ton. I see I've got a few people in there and there's only 2 likes. And again, sorry to keep going on, but if you do happen to have Twitch or Kick or both accounts, please do come over and follow me. The links are in the description. We're getting really, really close so that I can apply to get monetized. King 10 versus this action is not like the best, but I guess we have to come along. Maybe we squeeze. Just feels like it's going to be pretty rubbish out of position to 2 people. But it doesn't feel that great to fold either. So we're happy just to squeeze and get a couple folds, which was really, really nice. That was a really good result. So, Ace Jack offsuit, I think in this setup can mix what it wants to do, but we preferred to have Ace Jack suited. So I'm gonna pass this one, but we could cold 4-bet. We are just gonna move over to party poker because I'm gonna limp jam this. So wish me luck. Last time I did this I had Ace King and they had Ace Queen. So hopefully they remember that and I do that move with that hand and that hand only. But yeah, everyone, just to let you know as well, we'll be playing and streaming again tomorrow from 12:30 PM. Let me have a quick old look what sort of stuff we've got on tomorrow. Not many events, to be honest, tomorrow. We've just got 2 WCOOP ones. We've got a $80,000 guarantee deep stack. It's a 6 max, $22. We've also got a $125,000 guarantee. Just looks like a regular tournament, just a regular one, an 8 max. So yeah, we just got those 2 tomorrow. I'm not sure if they're going to be 2-day events or anything, but I have been taking Fridays and Saturdays off, so that's probably going to be the same unless I make a day 2, which I could potentially make a day 2 on Saturday. After the series, will you take a break or will you continue with lives? I will continue, Aurelio. We will continue. I just won't be streaming on a Monday. So I will go back to my regular schedule, which is Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And probably from 12:30 PM those days. Sunday will go late, like I have been this series, like super late into the night. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm going to be registering until the Eliminator. So that's like 3:30 or 4. So we won't be learning new F. Thank you. I thought you already followed me, or was that on YouTube? I appreciate that loads, mate. Thank you very much. But yeah, so Sundays are always going to be similar to how I'm streaming now, which is like 12:30 p.m. and then streaming for like 12 hours, 13 hours, however long Sunday goes on for. But yeah, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays we'll go back to just the sort of regular thing, which is register until like the Eliminator. So this is a flat, and lots of people don't find this flat, but I am playing a 55, so I do have to play properly theoretical, because they're going to be raising theoretically most of the time. Not the best board for us. We do have some backdoors though. We've got some weird backdoors. We've got a backdoor straight with the 4 interacting with the 3 and the ace. I guess we do call because we've got backdoor flush draw as well. And they're only betting a quarter. Not what we wanted to see. So I have been seeing lots of depolarizing bets here. I mean, if they've got stuff like 8s, 7s that they've stabbed, they're going to have to give up. Bit of a shame, is what it is. Maybe I was being a little bit ambitious in calling there. I think it was okay though. But yeah, anyway, we'll just go back to that sort of schedule. And I think the last thing that I normally register to when I'm back to sort of regular schedule is the $22 6 max PKO on Party Poker, which is 4 o'clock. And then, so yeah, I think the latest will ever go is however late the Eliminator runs for, which I don't think goes as late as it normally does on a Sunday. It'll still go pretty late, but you know, I don't enter the Eliminator thinking I'm gonna go the distance every single time, you know. But it's definitely a decent value tournament to get stuck into. So yeah, we'll go back to Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And yeah, I've stopped streaming my matched betting and positive EV casino offers. I mentioned this earlier, but just to mention it again, it's just because it's just nice actually to have a bit of time in the morning when I'm doing that, listening to some music that's not that would trigger like copyright stuff on YouTube. Because if I play music that I want to listen to, like I think this playlist is okay, like this one's alright, but when I play music that I want, like copyrighted music, YouTube just gets rid of the videos and stuff and gives me copyright strikes, even though I'm not getting paid for YouTube videos. I don't understand why I get copyright stricken, but anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, it's just nice to chill out, do those things, and you know, I might make some videos on that stuff a bit more, because I did start a little bankroll challenge series that I haven't kept up with, but it just gets a bit intense. I wasn't really getting any major updates or anything to give people, so I might just pop a video up every now and again for that. But yeah, I think that's it really. That's everything covered, I think. I feel like I was being a tiny bit ambitious with that King 4 suited, but you know, if we did hit a club and then they checked and then we checked back and we hit a flush, that would have been it, wouldn't it? So you know, not meant to be that one. I am happy though that we are $46.88 already cashed, and we have had 2 bullets to this one though, so we are already down $55, but we're almost back up to a 55, so it's only cost us 1 entry, which I think is fine. We're gonna get pretty close now as well to God, this thing, there's such bad timing, isn't it? Like I was just about to go click this lobby and it just that thing pops up. We've got 1 minute until late registration finishes. But yeah, still a long way to go for cash. Still 1,274 people left, 671 places paid, and it's looking like it's 16,173. No, it's changing around. Bear with me 1 second, everyone. So, first prize for this $55 is $16,171. But as we always say, with bounties, you could probably double that. So it'd be about 32 grand. It's outrageous to think that I could just win 32 grand sitting at my computer. Just playing cards. It's outrageous stuff. This one, if you have just tuned in or whatever, this one is currently looking at $634 for first, but again, it's a bounty, so double that one would be about $1,200, maybe $1,500 if we're lucky. We are currently guaranteed $52. So one thing to note, especially in this specific setup here, so think about it, there's 5 people, there's no small blind. So my actual range of hands that I want to open should tighten up loads here. I think we're going to go for 2 checks here and see if they stab at us. Not the best card to come, really, but I feel like we might get some more value by checking. Maybe not. They could call me with, like, just a random pair now, though. They called me with 8-7. I think either way with 8-7 there, we would have got the same thing. We could have bet on the turn or on the river. Because they had the straight draw. And to be honest though, I feel like they could have check raised with 8-7. They had no spades, it was just 8-7 of clubs. So, you know, when you are shorter, don't be afraid to check back sometimes and check back to let them bet into you as well. Queen 10, we're probably going to have to continue. You got to think, they are in the cutoff right now. So I'm in the hijack, they're in the cutoff. So ranges are wide. We've got 3 of a kind. I think they might have 3 of a kind as well, though. I've got a real inkling that they might have 3 of a kind here. So usually they should bet really small. I mean, I guess it's standard. And we should call, especially with 3 deuces on board, we should call anything because we still can draw to a full house. They should have a few more jacks than I do, because they should have all the offsuit jack combinations. I don't think I'm going to bluff at this, because I think they're going to, like, firstly, they're going to have more jack X anyway. But they're also going to be really ace X orientated that might just get sticky and call. Yeah, I just don't think they're going to fold. I think even if I jammed there, they might still find a call. I think they probably have to. But yeah, altogether the team, I think today's been pretty successful. I've definitely felt much better as well. Like, as I say, yesterday was probably one of the worst days I've ever had playing poker in my life. It was just atrocious how bad I was running, to the point where I got mad and stopped streaming and smashed my table so hard that I've hurt my hand today. Like, this part of my hand right here, like, hurts because I slammed it so hard. But fancy being in a squeezed pot with a set of 6s and the board is king, ace, jack, 10, 6, and then you get checked to on the turn and you bet small with a set of 6s, and then the river comes a queen, and then it goes check, check, and they've got ace 10 offsuit in a massive pot in the 55. And then right after that, I'm under the gun with pocket kings, 25 bigs, I think I had, or 35 bigs. Or no, I think it was something like 35 bigs. I raise. The person that just fucked me with that squeezed ace 10, who's been raising everything, 3 bets me. I jam. They snap. King, queen, offsuit. Flop comes queen, XX. Turn is whatever. River's a queen. It fucks me right off. After a day of just being 3 outed, 2 outed, runnered, just everything. It was so horrendous, and it got me to my breaking point. So we check this back. We're gonna call because we've got a gut shot, 2 overs, and the club. It's pretty interesting. I just feel like I have to call this. Jack 9 offsuits. Oh my god. Jack 9 offsuit, guys. Alright, just hold it up there for a sec. I'm going to look at that guy's shark scope, because that cannot be a thing. If they're a big winner, that's going to blow my mind. Jack 9 offsuit, man. Flatting from the small blind. I mean, it looks like they're winning a bit, but they've played 20k games and are only up 5k, so it's not like the best player in the world. Fuck me, man. Like, how do I have to have my specific combo that is going to have to call there, like, all the time? Let's hold this one. Hold it. Yes. It's a big one. Jack 9 offsuit. It's just, I'm a bit speechless about that one, to be honest. Like, that cannot be a thing to call Jack 9 offsuit from the small blind, out of position. Outrageous. Why do I have to have that combination as well? Like, why do I have to have the queen of clubs and a jack in my hand just to make all of that even less likely? That's what's so sick about it, you know? I think that's what makes me more annoyed about the whole situation. Like, I just can't believe that's the way I've busted that tournament. Cannot believe it. Jack 9 offsuit, man. Like, I get that I've got a $35 bounty on my head. Unreal. What a sad way to go. I just can't believe that one. God, do get some shit in these 55s, you know. They're a funny tournament to play, $55, because you get loads of regs, like loads of like really good players, but then you also get like some absolute fish fiestas over there. So Jack 9 offsuit, man. What a perfect run out for them to do that. What a perfect combination of hand for me to have to get paid. So sick. Learning new, you are the top banana, you know. I've just seen, I don't get notifications for some reason on Kick, but you've just come and followed me on all the channels. That's like, I appreciate that so much, mate. Thank you very much. We're getting there, we're getting there. I feel like surely as well, when more people follow, I get pushed up to more people to see me as well, which would be pretty nice, because then it's just like a rich get richer sort of thing, isn't it? Like, I get seen more people come in, more people decide whether they like watching me or not. But just so you know, it's not all about being monetized for me. Like, I do actually gain quite a lot from streaming, I've realized. Like, I know some days I'll just be like, oh, I'm just going to chill out now because I've only got a game left or whatever. But just me articulating my thought process out loud really helps me. So, and if you benefit from learning some stuff from it, it's just such a win-win, isn't it? You know, like, it's good for someone to, yeah, if you're learning, if I'm being helped by speaking my thought process out loud, because I do that anyway when I'm playing. Like, if I'm listening to music, I do. Sometimes I like to just watch some stuff as well, especially if I've only got a couple games. But yeah, I don't feel like I'm in the mood to jump into this day one of the mystery bounty. We're gonna have to do that tomorrow. So I've got 2 bullets to the mystery bounty main event on Poker King. So we're gonna have to try 2 bullets tomorrow, I think. I just don't really feel like I've got it in me to like really kick up another tournament. I've got this 55 going on down here, which has disappeared, everyone. I've got this one here, so we're trying to get through to the day 2. 750k guarantee if we get through, but I think this is my last bullet for this one. Jack 2. I'm tempted to raise this one. Like, I'm not that, like, I'm really happy to win the pot there and then. It's just like, yes, it's suited and I'm going to be in position, but it's just not going to be that playable, is it really? You've always got to think of playability when it comes to your hands, I think. If a hand isn't that playable, either play it aggressive or fold. just feel like we are too high in our range to fold just yet. Now we're just gonna have to fold because they've got so many 2 pairs, they've got so many straights and shit from stuff that we just want to check back. They should have lots of isolations that have this stuff in as well, but sometimes they can just check. We've got a bit of history of me limp jamming when he isolates. I'm calling him he. I know I shouldn't always assume, but with the name Joe, actually no, it could be Joanne. Could be Joanne, couldn't it, everyone? That's me being an absolute bigot over here. Joan, Joanne, Jolene, Josephine. If Coach Joe is a Josephine, I don't know what I'd do, you know. If Coach Joe is a Josephine, I'd eat my hat. That's what my granddad always says. Which he doesn't do, actually, just so you know. My granddad doesn't actually live up to his statements because everyone thought I was supposed to be over 6 foot tall because I was 5'7" by the age of 11. Well, I was about 5'6" by the age of 11, and then I grew 1 inch, and now I'm 30, and I'm still 5'7". So I've had that whole thing of when I was at school, like for quite a long time, I was just the tallest, and then I became one of the smallest. Ridiculous. Quite a weird character arc to experience, you know. A pretty weird one. Here we're going to check back. We've got 2 overs. We could have the best hand. We don't want to get check raised or anything. Again, we're probably just going to check. Don't really need to do anything. We could also, again, have the best hand. I will now be very surprised if I don't have the best hand. We block some king queens. I think we go polarizing, which would be a big bet. I'm going to bluff this so much as well, but I don't think I've got that many bluffs here. But again, as I say, apologies that this is a bit slower. But we're potentially coming up to our 2 final table of the day quota that my moderator sets for me every day. He likes to set a goal of 2 final tables. We are at last place right now, but anything's possible. I think I was second to last when I entered the final table of the bounty hunter earlier, and we won. Got very lucky though. I think we had queens when someone jammed 9s, and then just ended up building more and more of a stack. And then, if you didn't watch, I would tell you to go back and watch, because I came back from 10 big blinds versus 70 big blinds, heads up, and then won. But we got so lucky on the river. We got it all in. I had ace queen, They had 5s. They hit a set of 5s on the flop. Jack, king. No, 10, king, jack on the river. Like, just to give us a straight was unreal. So it's going to get pretty spicy. I don't really know I'm ever going to fold, to be honest, team. So it might be our time to go if they've got a better ace here. So I'm not going to have many 3x right now. I could have some. I hope they think I've got some, because this could make it a little bit cheaper for us. But I don't really get to lead that much here. Like, you might be going, oh, but isn't this a lead spot? But it's like, it would be a lead spot if I had an abundance of 3s, but I just don't really have an abundance of 3s right now. I don't really like the hearts coming in either, because he would check back to get a flush draw sometimes as well. I don't know whether we want to block, fold to a jam, or check call. Good enough for me. What did they have? They had a worse ace. They had ace 8s. Ace 8 with the 8 of hearts, is that? Ace 8 with the 8 of hearts, which I think would be a pretty good bluff catcher as well. If I was to rip it for some reason. Not against my hand, because my hand was better than theirs, but... I just think a lot of people like attacking those small bets. So that is one thing you need to work out. Like, you need to work out if you're playing against some of those players that like to attack those and raise those quite a lot. Because if you are against some of those players, you can adjust pretty heavily by blocking when you've got nuts. So we currently got $72.50 locked up, and we've also cashed $15 in bounties. So, you know, altogether today, I think we've cashed quite a bit. I forgot how much we won in the $11. I think it was like $350 or $400 or something. Which is just a fantastic result to start the day off, really, because I think that's roughly what I sort of spend in a day. I don't personally spend it though, you know, like, that's the benefit of being backed by standard backing, is it's all their money. It's all their money, and we just split it when I win. Hold it, 8s. Hold it. Oh, we're getting closer. Let's make this final table. Let's get 2 under the belt. We were very, very close earlier. So yeah, as I say, we're going to be playing on Thursday, tomorrow. I think there's a couple like other ones on the other series as well to get stuck into. And then probably not Saturday unless we make a day 2 of something. And then Sunday is just a big fucker of a day, you know. Sunday is just absolutely chock-a-block. We've got the Sunday kickoff, $200,000 guarantee, $55 buy-in. We've got the small version of it as well, the $5.50. We have a PKO, $22 PKO, 200k guarantee. We've got the main event. I've got 2 bullets to the main event. 2.5 million guaranteed. 2.5 million guaranteed, everyone. And the whole title and trophy and everything. I think we are going to see a flop with this one. Picking up quite a nice amount of equity. We're not going to bet though. It would be absolutely catastrophic if we bet and got raised. But we will happily check call. I now have a straight. So I think I'm just going to bet small. I feel like this seems to be working the best. Betting small when you've got quite a nutted hand. Because some pairs do call. But I think I have to lead there. I don't know. I feel like I have to lead there. But maybe I'm missing getting a bet from somebody else. Yeah, so we've got the main event as well, as I say. 2 bullets to that. And then we've got 2 PKOs as well. We've got a $55. Oh my god. The $55 PKO on Sunday is 450k guarantee as well. And then there's a 60k one that's $5 entry as well. So we have got some fat pocket 8s. Always do it, you know. Fantastic hand. Oh my god. This is like the worst time to get this hand, you know. Literally the worst time. Just jam on me, Yuzo. We're going to check this one back. Hopefully they're going to bluff at us. No, they don't bluff at us. Where have we gone? Bear with me. If anyone knows how to get party poker to stop doing that, like when you change table, it like fully gets rid of the window, lags my computer out, even though my computer is really powerful. It's quite annoying, you know, when it keeps happening over and over again with multiple instances of party poker open. Wow. Why? Oh no, they'll be in the big blind. That's why they have 7-4. Couldn't work it out then. I was like, why on earth do they have 7-4 suited right now? Jack 10, I actually think is getting to the point of being a bit pretty marginal, especially against Rob Banks. I've got a friend called Rob Banks. I think we're just going to fold this one pre. I have to be really, really tight betting into this person, so... And then everyone as well, just to reconfirm, just to let you know, the series doesn't end on Sunday. We still have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of things for WCOOP. So Monday there's a $109 PKO, $600,000 guarantee. There's a smaller version of it, an $11 with a 150k guarantee. We've got the phasers to play as well on Monday. So I'm in the $22 one. I'm not in the $5.50 one yet. I'm trying to get in there, but just can't seem to get there, you know. We might play the turbo, the $55 turbo main event as well. Like the second chance main event, because it's 250k guarantee. So we might play that one. And I think it would be rude not to play the mystery on Wednesday as well, which is $22 100k. And there's also a classic $33 single re-entry Super Tuesday, obviously on Tuesday. And that's not including all the stuff for like online Super Series and Millions as well. So just a load of stuff. We're just going to flat this. I think we can jam if we really want to, but we'll just flat. We are getting lucky hitting the pairs. And we will call. I mean, this one's going to get very pricey if they've got a better ace. I mean, what a run out. I think we block. Like I've got an 8 or something. How do you just snap and you don't fucking jam, mate? What you got? What have you got? Queens. I get so mad at people, don't I, for not doing things that I want them to do. Why are you not fucking jamming that in, man? Better not. I'm like, you better not have an ace that you've not just ripped in right now. You. Come on now, what's this? Limp 25 big blind jam. Let me know your thoughts on what that would be. I'm trying to think what I would jam 25 bigs in like that. Jacks. Probably something like jacks, 9s or something. Alright, I've just checked on you all, you YouTube lurkers. Thank you very much. You're doing a very good job. Very good job at the likes. Appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. You've got to throw some likes in, haven't you, for this deep run? As I say, $634 for first, which will be quite a nice chunky score. If we could see it out. We actually are climbing as well, you know. We are climbing. We're like 5th now. 5th, and I've, not to toot my own horn, but I do have quite a lot of FT experience. We looked it up the other day, because I was saying the benefit to one of my viewers, Wendell Hater, and yeah, if I just look at my, if I look at my actual thing, it's not got me logged in. If I look at it on SharkScope, and get my player group out. Yeah, if I get my player group out and actually see how many final tables, because I've played, like it says, I've played about 16,000 tournaments, 16,209. Yeah, and I've played 1,412 final tables, which I think is quite a substantial amount of final table experience. But you do get more when you play smaller field tournaments. That is one of the benefits, is you get to battle in that sense a bit more. I think the only difference is, like, ICM is not as intense. It still is intense, you've got to really consider it, but you know, like if I got to the final table of the main event, for example, like the ICM will be so insane because there's like 50k pay jumps, 100k pay jumps and stuff, which is way different to $20 pay jumps and things, isn't it? You know what I mean? Come on, Rob Banks, bust them. Let's get to this FT. I won't make the fact that I want to make the FT hinder my performance, though. If we have a spot where we need to take it, we will take it. But I would like to please my moderator, Jack. The go slow. Also, just so you know, if I was somehow to win the main event on Sunday, well, it's a 4-day event, isn't it, anyway? So it goes on for fucking ages. But if I was to win that, I would still carry on streaming pretty much straight away. So here we're gonna like commit jam, basically. We're going to leave some behind, but just on the off chance that they rip and then they rip, we can probably fold. And if we save ourselves, like, what's that going to be? 9 bigs, 10 bigs. It basically does the exact same thing as what jamming would do. Alright, wish me luck. What the fuck? Do not bust me to 9-8. Hold. Are you fucking out your mind with 9-8 suited at this point? What, you absolute giga whale, man. That cannot be good. Holy shit. And they get that fucking flush draw on the flop as well. They don't just get the flush draw. They turn a gut shot as well. How can I be against 9-8 suited and they have that much equity against me? It's unreal sometimes, you know. Some of the poker gods just love to see me sweat, apparently. Just love it. Oh my god, I hope they punt off now. They've got $79 bounty. Oh my god, let's hold. Oh my god, there's a queen. Hold. Oh my god, they've just lost their mind. I mean, A7's fine to jam. I just cannot believe what's gone on. I cannot believe what's gone on. Just won an $80 bounty as well. So I've got $94.22 locked up in bounties now. Current payout is $87. So we've just shot right up, team. Cannot believe it. Oh my god, and I've just got this table draw to like absolutely rinse now. We're just gonna open like nuts. Like open up like crazy. But we need to be careful. Like, I'm not going to just call off bottom pair on a monotone board when they jam into me with no chips. Like, that's not a good idea. But we're going to play a lot of hands. I'm going to defend very wide. I just cannot believe what's gone on. That is all of their board. They couldn't hit that board more if they tried. God, someday, maybe that was my mate Rob Banks. Maybe like he remembers. He would never know my screen name. He would never know my screen name on Party Poker. But imagine if that was just like if I get a message from him tomorrow like, well, you're welcome for the chip dump. There's a 0% chance that guy's playing poker. So we're not going to go mad and call off any of this stuff. We have to take into account bounties right now aren't really worth anything. So just to put it in perspective, starting stack in this tournament is 50k. So their bounty, regardless of how big it is, just isn't anything compared to the chips. Just busted the 55, squeeze jammed 10-9 suited, got called by ace jack suited and did not get that. I think that might be our last attempt at that one, so that was sad, but not much you can do. Ace-9 kind of sucks because it's like, it's pretty close, but I just don't know we call against these jams because they're going to have to jam pretty tight. so it's nice to have an ace blocker. Oh yes, Jack, I didn't realise you were still watching. I think I might fill the... I feel like I might fill the quota of the two final tables today now, Jack. Unless something horrendous goes wrong. I mean, it is a 6 max though, isn't it, this? Is it? Is it a 6 max? It is a 6 max. God, I've kind of played this entire tournament without realising I'm playing a 6 max. How have I done that? How the fuck have I done that? Jack, trust me to have pocket 9s though, and they have 9-8 suited, and they flop a flush draw, turn a gut shot. Why does it have to do it like that to me? Why can't it just be clean? So I think they go to 7-handed on the final table of 6 maxes on Party Poker, if I remember correctly. So Darky shouldn't really want to mess with me that much, especially out of position. So I think we're just going to play pretty cautiously when they do call. So I think King High could be all right here. And we've got some added equity, so we are just going to check. They are going to have a lot of Queen X here, I think. 7s that don't want to raise. I mean, they are playing. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It is fine. $10-7. So I was watching some what's he called, Jamie Staples, and he says 10-7's actually quite nice as a check back when you're in position, and also a limp call. Not a limp call to a jam, just a limp call if they isolate or whatever. I feel like this might be a bit out of line. I'm going to tank this one though, just to make it look like I've got a pretty big decision on my hand. Make him sweat a little bit. I think I'm going to have to calm down now. Don't speak too soon. See, this is what's annoying about having a hand like this now, because I'm not getting any credit either, am I? I mean, we can rip it, but I just don't think they're going to be raising a range that's going to have some stuff to squeeze at this stage. I just do not think ripping ace-5 suited on a $33 table is going to be the best choice. Not actually sure what I'll be calling off for 12 bigs. I'm going to have to be pretty tight because I don't really want my chips to go lower or anything. So I think now that we've got a gut shot, we're probably going to have to barrel again, just small, just to see if we can hit a 4. And then we have to give up now. Everyone must be on really, really similar stack sizes. I've gone from 2nd to 5th. God, level's just gone up, hasn't it? Why does it have to happen like this every time? It's so weird. It's really weird. Like, I have to get the pair on the river and then they bet at me. But they're not going to be betting a 9 here. They're saying that they've got a queen that they've checked twice. Which is definitely something, you know. Jack 8, King Jack. There's quite a few things that get there on that 9. But why did he have to give me the 9 to make my decision like more difficult? It's so weird. It seems to happen so frequently. Well, that seemed pretty I don't really feel like I could do much else apart from maybe not open as wide. But when we had the chip lead, I think we have to. Just got raised a few times. And now our chip stack's back down to 20 bigs. But the level did go up, so we have to take that into account. But yeah, pretty up and down sort of, isn't it? Anyway. I'm just going to go to the toilet and I'll be back very shortly. Yeah, maybe I've spoken too soon, Jack. Maybe I've just jinxed myself. Wow, I didn't realise the, God, really wish I was playing. I mean, I'd never get into I wouldn't be playing the 5k main event yet anyway, but bloody hell, I just seen that score that guy won, man. $4 million online for the online main event. That is so nuts. $4,021,012. That is absolutely unreal. Well, I'll watch that highlight run once we're done here. So yeah, here payouts aren't going to be super mega really until, like, you know, bounties are always really top heavy, aren't they? So just got to wheedle our way through. Hopefully get a nice cooler on our side. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Jack 4 is not how I wanted to start this off. Feels like it's going to get a bit bingo, isn't it? This FT. Everyone's on 20 bigs roughly. Alright, well, we will open up the other table as well, team, just so we can watch that one at the same time. Just bear with. There you are. I'll flick it over. Because it's like watching ESPN, isn't it now? God, everyone's deeper on that table. Back to their table. 9-10. Wow. So I don't really want to bet here with jacks. Wow. Can this get worse and worse for jacks, eh? How does a board get worse and worse for jacks? It's like the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Oh, let's just have a queen, followed by an ace, followed by a king. Have enough showdown. Oh god. Here we are. Alright, wish me luck. Not much else we can do here. Have 8-9. Have 8-7 suited this time. Well, at least I know I need to trap versus this player. I just need to trap like all of my good shit. They do just rip. They like it's every single time. They just rip. Feels like. Again, I'm probably just confirmation biasing myself. Lilith has got a pretty horrendous spot if it folds around to Darky, don't they? And I've got a pretty rubbish one if it folds around to Lilith, really, haven't I? Blinds have just gone up again. Final tables are a bit annoying when they get very bingo-y. Get into 15 bigs and that. Like. But absolutely perfect once you get the chip lead. Jamming's pretty risky for Darky, to be honest. I wonder what hand selection they're using. All pairs, probably. Probably going to induce with 8s, 9s. Don't know what you want to induce with at this sort of stage. Wow. What do you want, a jack? What a sick way to leave to bubble a final table. It's absolutely disgusting behavior by Party Poker. Unbelievable to get knocked out to that, isn't it? Well, we've done it, Jack. So I just messaged them saying nice river. God, I've got one of them annoying spots, haven't I, where I'm going to be in the small blind. I'm going to jam something that's jammable into Lilith. Oh my God. How locked up do they want that flop? GG Plek. We love to see it. This is going to be a jam. Oh, it is, isn't it? Where's my 10? Where's my 10? Unbelievable. How does it always happen? How does it always happen? I called it before it happened as well, didn't I? I was like, I'm going to have a hand that I have to jam over the top and they're going to wake up with something. I just do it all the time. Nothing around it though. Can't do anything about it. Right, now we've got to come back from 4.3 bigs. It's a very sad way to start it off, isn't it? But we have got $94 plus $166 cashed, so that's fine. I just can't believe that's the thing. It's like, what do I do? 9 bigs or whatever it was. To just have like top of what they're gonna call it. It's insane. Insane. Fours just don't even feel good. Feel pretty fine about getting 4s in here. I'm gonna be pretty unlucky to run into a 9, I think. Oh, you are fucking me, man. As if they open King 9 offsuit there. I'm just thinking, like, what 9x did he really have? I'm feeling pretty comfortable. That's such an annoying way to have a final table run out. Oh well. $260, 44 cents. is alright, you know, but you know, we made the final table quota as well. But yeah, it's just a shame because it just seems to be like really frequently that I jam and run into a hand that's gonna snap me off. But you know, 10-9 suited is a pretty good jam there, so is what it is, you know. We did get a real big gift as well, didn't we, to get that bigger bounty in that, so altogether still pretty pleased with it. But you know, maybe that's a variance thing as well, team, you know, like maybe I am going to get to a point where I'm not jamming into people and getting snapped off with stuff so often, because it really does feel like I'm doing it a lot. But I guess that is a spot where you're going to encounter that quite often. So, you know, I feel like I need like a whiteboard tally of times I jam and I don't get called and times I jam and they snap me off. That'll probably make me feel a bit more sane, because it really does feel like a lot, but I'm probably just, as I say, confirmation biasing myself right now. But yeah, team, so again, same thing tomorrow, 12:30 PM UK time. Be here. Gonna be grinding again. Not loads of stuff. I think there's a few. I think I've got a specific online Super Series one that they've told me to play on tomorrow. What day is it? Thursday, the 26th. Yeah, so we do have a $44 PKO that we need to play on Poker King, which is 50k guarantee. So we do get to play that tomorrow. But yeah, that's that then, I guess. Again, yeah, so just to sign off, day's been really nice compared to yesterday. Yesterday was horrendous, as I've gone on about, but yeah, today's just been really nice, you know, like ran a lot better, feel like I've played better, feel like I was just more rested and stuff. But yeah, thanks for the follows, everyone. Learning new, thank you very much for coming off of YouTube and coming and following me on both Kick and Twitch. That is just incredible stuff, so I appreciate that so much. We're getting really close now to those follower goals on all the sites. But yeah, so that's it then, I guess. I'll be on tomorrow, as I say, 12:30 PM or thereabouts. Hopefully bang on time to get grinding again. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.